1, 2, testing. Testing the mic. Testing the microphone. Feeling alive. I don't even want to know how bad that was. Put the auto tune on now. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well as always. No, I am not going rogue and starting a podcast. This is still a YouTube video and a YouTube video only. I just felt like a podcast vibe. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to start a podcast because I probably wouldn't have enough to talk about, but I kind of liked the vibe. I'm sort of giving Emma Chamberlain, except like on a budget. Emma Chamberlain, if she was from B&M, do you know what I mean? Even B&M is probably too pricey for me, but still. I have literally stolen this microphone from my friend Lucy. So shout out Lucy, thank you for that. And I really hope the audio comes out well. If the audio doesn't, it's just going to be the camera audio, in which case that's going to look a bit silly, isn't it? Let's see. This is how you'll know if I'm using the microphone audio. ASMR, ASMR, testing 1, 2. If you got the ASMR right there, then I'm using the microphone. If you didn't, you've just got a cringe clip of me doing ASMR when you can't even hear it. Anyway, getting into the video, I feel like it's good to disclose that I have already filmed this video before, but I just wasn't happy with it. And I filmed something very similar way before I filmed that one, and I also didn't like it. So who really knows what's going to happen to this video? If it makes it to YouTube, then pat me on the back because big moment. But it's just a video that I've been wanting to make for a little while, and I just felt like the last time I filmed it I didn't really get my points across very well. So you can probably tell by the title that I'm going to be talking about why I hate being in my 20s. And the reason I didn't like this video last time I filmed it is because it just felt a bit flat. It felt a little bit maybe moany, and sort of like there was going to be a resolution and there just wasn't. So I'm going to preface this video by saying I don't have the answer to solve this because I'm very much presently feeling this, which is why I'm making this video. I want to make this video because one, it's like free therapy for me. I just get to speak my feelings, and if people want to listen, they can. I get to vent. I get to get it out of here. And secondly, if you feel similar or feel like you can relate, then that makes me feel happy because hopefully you don't feel like alone in this feeling. You know what I mean? So we're in this together. And yeah, so please don't watch this video thinking, she's going to tell me how to fix feeling like this, because no, I'm still in the trenches with you all. I just thought we could be supportive together. Let's get into it. So yeah, I hate being in my 20s. What a phrase. What a way to say it. And I do feel bad when I say it. But it's true. No part of it is not true. I am 25 and I just don't like my 20s. The reason I don't like my 20s is because I feel like there is all this pressure to figure your life out. And I almost feel like I'm living this like ticking time bomb. Like if I don't figure it all out by a certain like day, time, month, year, then my life's going to be over. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm literally 25 and I feel like if I don't have it all figured out by 30, then I just feel this pressure that like if I don't get my life figured out by 30 or around that mark, then good luck to me. Like I'm just going to fail at everything and be miserable. And it's really weird, and it's like a constant mental battle, I find. It'd be interesting if you feel similar. Do please like interact with me in the comments. Let me know how you feel, because I'm interested to know if people feel similar to this. Like I have this mental battle where half of me is like, calm down, you're literally 25, you have so many years of your life left, you have time to figure it out, everything will work out, it will all be okay. And the other part of me is like, oh my god, I need to hurry up, otherwise I'm going to be miserable, my life's going to be ruined, like all this negative stuff's going to happen or something. So I'm like stuck between a rock and a hard place. Now, I'm going to try not be too specific in this one because last time I really dwelled on my personal issues and really did take the therapy aspect of it way too far. But I know for me right now, I'm in this stage of like, I just hate my 20s and I want to cry and scream because I'm going through a really big career change right now. And just for a little bit of context, I've been looking to enter a sort of career field that is related but slightly different to my degree. And I probably didn't specialise in it as much as other people in this area would have. So I'm really trying to like find my way in this area, this speciality, sure. It's been really hard because it's meant there's been a lot of rejections, but I do think that is just a thing of the industry right now. Like, I feel careers, a lot of people can relate. I see so many people talking about this, so I know I'm not completely alone in this, but sometimes you do just feel like the only person suffering. And I feel like that a lot. And I think I've got a lot of friends around me that are doing so well, and I'm so proud of them. So when I'm the only person struggling to like get into their career and really find their feet in their chosen industry and stuff, it's really hard to not beat yourself up about it. So I think that's where that mentality comes in, and I just really feel like it right now. I mean, we're really close to Christmas, so it's that sort of time where everyone sort of feels a bit more stressed and anxious anyway, especially when it comes to money and things like that. So I think throwing in the mix like all this career change that I'm having, it's just a lot, and it just makes me stressed. And I think sometimes I do feel like I'm the only person going through it, and I hope I'm not. I just feel like in my immediate circle, at least I'm the only person that's vocal about it, but all of my friends are doing so well and I'm so proud of them. But you can't help but feel a little element of like, what's wrong with me? That makes me really teary, and I feel like I said that in the last video and it made me teary as well, but I'm not going to cry in this video because that's just tragic. But yeah, I find myself asking that question a lot, like, what's wrong with me? And I think that's another part of being in your 20s. You just compare yourself to everyone around. And I don't know that that finishes when you turn 30. I don't know that any of this ends when you turn 30. Maybe everyone around me has lied to me because everyone over the age of 30 is like, I promise you it gets better once you're out of your 20s. Like, your 20s is the time where you're sort of finding your feet and trying to find your way and like find yourself and everything. So when you're in your 30s, you have a bit more clarity and you sort of worry less and X, Y, and Z. So unless everyone's been lying to me, apparently, you know, there is light at the end of the tunnel. But I do find I compare myself to people a lot, and I think that is just part of that process. Like, it's so hard in your 20s as well. Some people are buying houses and having kids. Some people are like burning all their savings on traveling and making memories and like worrying about the rest later. And then there's people like me in the middle that don't know which way to go. I find I do have those moments where I'm like, should I be trying to find my career right now, or should I just be going to try and find myself and go traveling? And then I'm like, no, God, I couldn't think of anything worse than going traveling. Like, I'd have no money left, and how would I buy a house, and how would I have a career? And then I'm like, oh, maybe I should go to Australia for a few months. Like, my mind goes 100 miles per hour. It's definitely hard to know the right thing to do, and I don't think there is necessarily a right or wrong answer because it is your life. And I do truly believe in the end everything will work out, but sometimes it's just really hard to see that, like to see that that's going to happen. And that's definitely where I'm at right now. I feel very stressed and anxious a lot of the time. I have like a clear understanding of what I want to do and where I want to get to, but sometimes just finding that in between of connecting the dots of where I am now and where I want to be, it can be really difficult to navigate. I feel like that's my key word of this video, isn't it? Difficult. Everything's difficult. Life is so hard. And I appreciate, to some people hearing this, you're probably thinking, oh my God, stop whinging. And you know what? Valid. So valid. I probably am just in my own head anxious and complaining, but it's how I feel. So I'm going to say it, okay? I actually made a TikTok about this today because I was really feeling it today, and I was like, you know what? I should just film the YouTube video today as well, because I just kept thinking, like, it's not the right time, it's not the right time. I was putting off filming this video for ages because I thought I was going to get really upset in this video. But I just feel like I'm going to make it, so here I am. But as I was saying, I made a TikTok about it today, and someone commented something that I just really needed to hear. A complete stranger, and it literally made me tear up because I was like, I'm so glad I posted this video just for this person's comment. So this person said, hey, I got some news for you. Your 20s is the adulthood tutorial. Make mistakes and learn. Focus on yourself to grow. Because when you hit 30, that's when adulthood really starts and you still don't have everything figured out. Breathe, focus on you without comparing. You'll be okay. I just needed to hear that. I just really needed to hear that so badly. So badly. But yeah, it's just super interesting, I think, like, how the 20s are meant to be the best years of your life. Like, you're so young, you're free to really do anything. I think that's why I'm so confident in having this slight, like, career change movement, because part of me is like, I'm just in my 20s, like, this is the time to take risks, to try stuff. If it doesn't work out, like, it's not the end of the world. Like, you'd rather do it in your 20s than feel like that in your 40s and have like a mortgage, a family, or certain things that tie you down that won't let you take the risks. And, you know, there's a chance that in my 40s I will feel like this as well. Maybe I'm just someone that's never going to be satisfied with my life. I don't think so. I hope not, but we'll see. But yeah, maybe there's a chance I will feel like that in my 40s. I hope not. But I just don't want to get to my 40s and be like, why didn't I take the risk? Why didn't I try this? You know? So I think, yeah, it's that really hard thing of two minds. Like, it's the time to take risks, and the other part of me is like, what if it doesn't work out? But that is the point in taking risks. Take risks in hopes that it will bring happiness. I'm going to keep this video fairly short and sweet because, like I say, it's not a podcast. I'm giving podcast vibes right now. But last time I filmed this and the last 2 times I filmed it, I did feel like I was droning on a little bit. And I think the point of this video is, like I said, I'm not here to give a resolution. I'm just sort of here to, 1, vent my own feelings, free therapy. And 2, if you feel this way, I find happiness in knowing that someone else feels like seen and like they're not alone in feeling a certain way, because there's nothing I love more than going on TikTok and the algorithm just knowing what I'm going through and it's showing me a video and it just making sense to me right now. So if I can give that to someone else, then that'll make me happy. But yeah, if you are feeling like me right now, where you hate your 20s, they make you feel stressed, anxious, scared, all of the above, please know you're not alone. I think the 20s are harder than anyone will give you credit for, because they are such important years of your life. I also still can't believe we choose our university degrees at like 17, by the way, 17, 18. Just throwing that out there, because my God, would my choice be different now to when I was 17, 18. But I do just have to remind myself, I believe in, like, I don't know if it's something you believe in, if it's just factual, but like the butterfly effect, and that if I didn't do that degree, I might not be where I am now, which, to be fair, isn't too far off where I was when I started the degree, but still, things could be so different. You just don't know. If I'd done a different degree, I might have been somewhere, I don't know, God knows. So anyway, that was a little sidetrack, but I think it's just crazy the amount of pressure that is put onto us at such a young age. My frontal lobe is still developing. I don't think that's true. I think it's boys that grow really slow, develop really slow. Anyway, we're getting into territory that I don't comment on because I am not the sharpest tool in the box. We're in this together. We will get through it. Your 20s are rough, but they are also going to be beautiful, and they can be something amazing. So I think that's something I'm trying to tell myself right now is, yes, I feel stressed and I feel anxious, but I can't let that overrule such important years of my life, because I'm not going to get any younger. I need to enjoy life while I can. So yeah, we've got this. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Again, it's a little bit short and sweet, podcast vibe, but without the podcast length, and just a little chit chat, a little catch up. I haven't done a sit down video in a while, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to comment and interact with me. If you don't want to do it publicly, I always put my Instagram down in the bio. Message me. I'm always open for a chat, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.